She grabbed my hand with her free one and guided us out with bat swings that could have cleared the bases at Fenway Park and still had enough left to take somebody's head off. If a woman has to save me from a serious ass beating, I'm at least glad we share the same last name. Outside, the damage report was filed and looked grim. My upper lip had split like a bad marriage, messy, jagged, and permanently altered. Blood was pouring down my chin and soaking into my shirt like I just lost a fight with a razor blade, and my lower teeth were shoved back at an angle that felt wrong in a deep, structural way. Every time I tried to close my mouth, something scraped and ground in a way that made my stomach turn. Blood was everywhere, a fucking menstrual bloodbath at a sorority house after finals week. I kept spitting red onto the sidewalk and watched it form little abstract paintings under the streetlights. A Jackson PD cruiser sat mere feet away. The bikers took one look at the cop, then at my wrecked face, and scattered like roaches under a boot. My sister screamed for help, but Officer Barney Fife took one glance at the 105-pound girl and the bleeding idiot, weighed his pension, and peeled out in the opposite direction. Typical small-town heroism. Protect and serve, unless it might wrinkle the uniform. Amber hauled ass to the hospital with me, bleeding out in the passenger seat like something out of a Rob Zombie movie. She left our friend Sherry and her husband Shane to watch the bar. Or she left Shane to watch Sherry watch the bar. I was holding a bar rag to my face that was already soaked through. A morphine drip, and 9 stitches later, my lip looked almost human again. It was puffy, purple, and stitched up like a baseball, but at least it was mostly in one piece. The doctor on duty had the bedside manner of a man who'd seen too many Saturday night fights and stopped giving a shit around 1997. But the teeth? Oh, the fucking teeth. They shipped me over to the local dentist at 2 a.m., some grizzled ghoul who clearly moonlighted as a torturer in his spare time. In fact, I swear I had seen him at the bar a few hours prior, sucking down Irish trash cans like it was his last night on Earth. He still smelled like the bar, vodka, cigars, and cruel intentions. He sat me in the chair under lights bright enough to interrogate war criminals. He leaned in close enough that I could smell his vodka and cigars breath, and grinned like a man who enjoyed his work entirely too much. "This is going to hurt like the Dickens," he said, his voice dripping with that fake sympathy doctors use right before they fuck you up. Then he jammed his gloved fingers into my mouth like he was rooting around for loose change, gripped my lower grill like a stubborn lug nut, and wrenched. The pain exploded in my skull, a wet crunch like someone snapping fresh celery stalks, mixed with the sickening grind of bone on bone.